you.
Nice weather we're having.
Yes.
Well...
You may sit down if you like.
Are you sure? I don't want to interrupt your reading.
Really, sit. I would very much like to have you do so. The light is too bad for reading. I prefer to talk.
Well, if you insist. You know, you've got to be the stunningest girl I've ever seen. Honest, I've had my eye on you since yesterday.
Yesterday?
Didn't know somebody was bowled over by those pretty little lamps of yours, did you, honeysuckle?
Whoever you are, you must remember that I am a lady. I will excuse the remark you have just made because the mistake was doubtless not an unnatural one in your circle. I asked you to sit down if the invitation must constitute me your honeysuckle, consider it withdrawn.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I just thought, well, you know, there are these girls in these parks. Of course, you don't know, but...
Abandon the subject if you please, of course.
Right.
Now, tell me about these people passing and crowding each way along these paths. Where are they going? Why do they hurry so? Are they happy?
It is interesting to watch them, isn't it? The wonderful drama of life. Some people are going to supper, some to other places. One can only wonder what their histories are.
Yes. How fascinating they seem to me, rushing about with their petty little dreams and their common worries. I come here to sit because here only can I be near the great, common, throbbing heart of humanity. My part in life is cast where its beating is never felt. Can you surmise why I spoke to you, Mr.
Parkenstacker. Parkenstacker. And your name?
No, you would recognize it immediately. It's simply impossible to keep one's name out of the papers, even one's portrait. This coat and this hat, my maid's of course, are my only protection. They furnish me with an income. You should have seen the chauffeur staring when he thought I did not see. Candidly, there are 5 or 6 names that belong in the Holy of Holies, and mine, by the accident of birth, is one of them. No, I spoke to you, Mr. Stackenpot.
Parkenstacker!
Mr. Parkenstacker, because I wanted to, for once, talk to a natural man, a real man, one unspoiled by the despicable gloss of wealth and supposed social superiority. Oh, you have no idea how weary I am of it. Money, money, money. And of the men who surround me, dancing around like marionettes all cut from the same pattern.
You know, I've always had the idea that money must be a pretty good thing.
Well, competence is to be desired, certainly, but when you have so many millions... Oh, it's the monotony of it that palls. Dinners, drives, theaters, suppers, balls, parties, balls, dinners, more balls. All with the gilding of superfluous wealth over it all. Sometimes the very tinkle of the ice in my champagne glass drives me mad.
You know, I've always liked to read up on the customs and habits of the wealthier class. I consider myself a bit of a connoisseur on the subject. Now, I had formed the opinion that champagne is cooled in the bottle, and not by placing ice in the glass.
You must understand that we of the non-useful class depend for our amusement upon departure from precedence. Just now it is a fad to place ice in champagne, huh? The idea was originated by a visiting Prince of Tartary while dining at the Waldorf. It will soon give way with some other whim. Just as at a dinner party last week on Madison Avenue, a green kid glove was laid beside the plate of each guest to be worn and used while eating olives.
I see.
These diversions of the inner circle don't become familiar to the common public.
You know, I've always wanted to participate in, or at least witness firsthand, the rituals of the elite.
We are drawn to that which we do not understand.
I guess that's true.
For my part, I always thought that I should love a man would be one of lowly station, one who is a worker and not a drone. But doubtless the claims of caste and wealth will prove stronger than my inclinations. Just now, I am besieged by 2 suitors. One is the Grand Duke of some German principality who has or has had a wife somewhere, driven mad by his cruelty and intemperance. And the other marquis. So cold and mercenary. I even prefer the diabolical nature of the Duke.
Awful.
What is it that impels me to tell you these things, Mr. Parker and Wacker?
Parkin Stacker.
Right.
I don't know why you should choose to bare your soul to a common man like me, but you can't know how much I appreciate your confidences.
What is your line of business, if you don't mind my asking?
Oh, a very humble one, but I do hope to rise in the world someday.
Oh, you have aspirations?
Oh yes, there's so much I want to do.
I admire your enthusiasm. I myself can find very little to be enthused about, burdened as I am by the constant pleasures and diversions of my class.
You know, did you really mean what you said before, that you could love a man of lowly station?
Indeed I did. But I said might.
Why only might?
Well, there's the Duke and the Marquis, you know.
But you said yourself, they're so cold.
Well, I'm sure you understand when I say there are certain expectations of a young lady in my position. You simply can't imagine the disappointment of certain members of my family if I were to marry a commoner, as we like to call them. No, you can't imagine the scandal it would cause. All the newspapers would remark upon it, and I might even be cut off from the family fortune. No, that simply can't happen. No.
Well, could you really love a man of lowly station? Could you really?
No, I said might. Then again, no calling would be too humble with the man that I love, all that I wish him to be.
I work in a restaurant.
Not as a waiter. Labor is noble, but personal attendance, you know, by ladies.
No. I'm a cashier in that restaurant there.
That one?
Yes, that one.
That one there?
That one right there.
The green awning or the pink awning?
The green awning. You know, with the flowers out front.
The blue flowers?
Yes. That one.
Are you sure?
Right there.
Are you sure?
Quite sure. What is it? What's wrong?
I am late for a very important engagement. You may not have noticed that automobile in the upper corner of the park, the one with the white body.
And red running gear, yeah.
Yes, I always come in that. Pierre waits for me there. He supposes me to be shopping at a department store across the square. Oh, conceive of the burden of the life wherein we must deceive even our chauffeurs.
Dreadful.
I get it. Good night.
But wait, the park at this hour is full of questionable characters. Can I walk you through?
No! No. If you have even the slightest regard for my intentions, you will remain on this bench until 10 minutes after I've left.
Specific?
I don't mean to question your intentions, but autos generally bear the monogram of their owner, as I'm sure you're aware.
Oh, very aware.
Yes, again. Good night.
Mary Jane?
Oh.
Mary Jane. What are you doing out here? Don't you know what time it is?
To whom are you speaking, madam?
Whom am I? To you. Who do you think, you ninny?
And I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Your shift started 15 minutes ago. Mr. Witherspoon is in a rage because this is the third time this month you've been late. But get yourself in a uniform and over there before he cuts you loose for good. Go on now. You know you can't afford to miss a paycheck.
You must have me confused with someone else.
Confused with Mary Jane. We've known each other for 3 years. We swap shifts. Have you been drinking? Why are you wearing that ridiculous hat?
I'm sorry, Mr. Porkenblogger.
Parkin Stacker!
Parkin Stacker. Parkin Stacker. Oh, you must be, though.
No, if only I were so fortunate.
You must excuse me. My chauffeur's...
Chauffeur? What kind of crazy answer you put on? You had a chauffeur in your life.
I do so.
Since when?
Get away from me! I don't even know you!
You have been drinking. Tell your mother.
Oh, wait, you forgot your...
Beg your pardon, sir.
Yes, I told you never to wear that tie.
It's my favorite tie, sir.
Yes.
And, your dinner reservations, should I cancel them, or...
No.
Should I go change
No.
my tie?
Yes, but no. I'm coming.
Very well. The offer is waiting.